Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back and mabuhay to our Filipino fans and friends. And today we have the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser. It is the latest smartphone from ASUS. It is not yet available in the market, but it will be really soon. And today we're gonna talk about this device, which I've been using for the past couple of days. So let's find out what makes this device really amazing or really ASTIG. First, let's talk about the build. The device itself comes with a 5.5-inch screen, which is protected by Gorilla Glass 4, and as a result, the screen is really smooth and it is more scratch resistant than its predecessor. The Gorilla Glass version 4 is 2 times more scratch resistant and shatterproof compared to its previous version. And you'll see here it has this nice curve at the back, which is the signature for all ASUS Zenfone, the ASUS Zenfone 2 line of devices. And you have the power button at the top, and here you'll see the microphone or the headset input jack, and at the back you'll see the volume rocker. Here's the 13 megapixel camera. Here's a window where the laser is supposed to come out. The laser guides the autofocus of the camera, allowing you to take faster and sharper photos. Here at the left, you'll see the dual LED flash, which is also capable of displaying dual tone flash, and as a result, you get better white balance of your camera. The edges are smooth. There are no physical buttons at the edges except for the power button at the top. There is a micro USB slot at the bottom, and this supports USB OTG. Before we forget, you also have the speaker at the bottom, right here below where this nice smart Zenfone logo can be seen. It takes a little bit of work to get the case to open, but let me just show you what it looks like inside real quick. Here's the inside of the ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser, and here you will see the 3000 milliampere battery. Here you have the micro SIM slot 1 and another SIM slot here. The ASUS Zenfone 2 Laser supports dual SIM operation in dual 4G LTE mode. That means you don't have to swap SIM cards manually. You don't even have to switch 4G operation at all, because both SIM cards can operate in 4G LTE mode. And this little slot pocket right here is where the microSD goes in, if you have one. Now let's close that, and there. At the front you have the 5 megapixel camera, and here is what I believe would be the laser autofocus for the front facing camera. Let's talk about the performance. So earlier I did a benchmark test using Antutu and using Epic Citadel, and you will see here on the screen that we got 23,813 points in Antutu. This is the 64-bit version of the test. In terms of ranking, we are all the way down here, and it may be a little underwhelming, but remember that for a modern device, we feel that a score of 20,000 and above is acceptable. And you will see here that it ranks fairly low compared to last year's flagship devices. You see the LG G3, the Nexus 5, and all the way up here is its bigger brother, the ASUS Zenfone 2. And earlier I took a 3D benchmark using Epic Citadel, and you will see that I got 57.6 frames per second. Wow, that's really nice in high performance mode. Now I tried switching to ultra high quality, and I only got 29.5 frames per second. Okay, and as you can see, I'm able to switch between two graphically intensive games without much of a hassle, and that's because we have 2 GB of RAM on this device, and it is able to handle multitasking fairly well. Now while that's loading, I'm gonna switch to another game. Okay, so what I'm showing you right now is a game called Hungry Shark. It is a graphic intensive game. And now I'm gonna switch over to Real Racing 3 so you can see how this device performs. Okay, while I'm logging in, I'm gonna tell you a bit more about this little gadget over here. This is the ASUS ZenPower 2. It is a power bank that comes with up to 10,050 milliamperes of battery life, and I use this to charge most of my devices. The nice thing about this gadget is that it can last you up to an entire week with this 10,050 milliampere worth of power battery juice rather, and it is not that bulky. It is supposed to be credit card sized, and I have here a credit card, so more or less it's the same size as the ZenPower. It is a little thick though, but it's really nice and it's fairly handy, and you can carry it around without taking up too much space. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to run a race using Real Racing 3 so you can see how well it performs. Okay, so while that's loading, let me tell you a bit about the capacitive buttons over here. As you can see, you have hardware capacitive buttons here in a fixed location at the bottom of the device, and that's nice for a number of reasons. Unlike on-screen buttons, you don't have to swipe to be able to see the buttons, and it's always there. It's always available for when you need to quickly hit one of the 3 main buttons or 3 main navigation buttons in your device. So right now I'm playing Real Racing 3, and you can see the gameplay, the display is very smooth. Let's talk about the camera, which is one of the bigger selling points of this device. Now, the ASUS Zenfone 2 laser, as I've said earlier, comes with a laser autofocus, and you can see the square at the center. It's always trying to focus, and it is able to focus really fast whenever I focus it on a certain area, like so. I can capture photos much faster with the laser autofocus, and I'm gonna try to take a few more shots here. There. The nice thing about this device is that it comes with a ton of photo and video options right here. So you have HDR, you have selfie mode. Unlike the other Lollipop devices, you don't have a voice activated shutter mode on the ASUS Zenfone 2 laser, but you can always use the selfie mode. And what this does is It detects faces and it will automatically take pictures whenever it detects faces on its camera. The the video is also very good, and I'm gonna post some samples later on our website. The battery on this device, as I've said earlier, is a 3000 milliampere lithium pro removable battery, and so far I've managed to use this device nonstop for an entire day. That's around 12 hours. I've been using it to surf, I've been using it to send text messages, to make calls, to do some gaming. This is what ASUS calls the ZenUI. It is the proprietary user interface for all the ASUS Zenfone line of products. What I like about this is that it has this nice drawer with all the most often used buttons available for your disposal. It has this memory booster. Also has a flashlight button, a dedicated flashlight button rather. You also have 3 power modes, and you can switch power modes quickly by going to power management, go to power saver, and going here, and you can select among the 4 different battery modes. In ultra saving mode, it automatically limits the settings for your device so that it consumes less power, and I managed to squeeze at least 2 days, that's around more than 48 hours on this device in ultra saving mode, and that's very amazing. That's really a STIG. And so that's it for today. I hope you liked our video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them on the comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye now.